All right, evening, everyone. Call the select board and public hearing
That one
to
too.
order. That one too, yeah. March 24th, 2025, 6 p.m. So first, we got a public hearing for 3 new business licenses. We're going to start with Gold Leaf Bookkeeping. Anyone want to speak for or against that business? Give a plug to their company? No? Okay. 2, Cassidy Marie Photo, located at 196 Dutton Road. Anyone want to speak for or against that? Plug for their business? Nope. 3, Bad Pun Bakery, located at 679 Roosevelt Trail. There you go. How are you, man?
Good, how are you?
I'm well, thanks.
Came here late spring last year to ask you guys for a business license for a pop-up we were doing at Lakeside Dairy Bar. It went really well. So we're gonna start a brick and mortar location in the cafe space that used to be Knight's Cafe a few years ago. It's right next to the barn. Yeah. We've had a really good time being a part of this community last summer, and we want to be a bigger part.
I guess so year round this time?
That's the plan, yeah. Yep.
7 days a week?
Yes, sir. Probably 5 days a week at least to start. Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
Appreciate it.
All right, call the public hearing to a close and call to order for salute the flag for the select board meeting. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In case you didn't hear, Chairman Ted Shane's via Zoom tonight. He's out working. So next thing, review the minutes from March 10th. Entertain a motion.
Motion to accept.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion?
Seconded already.
All in favor?
Aye.
Kevin's an aye.
Aye.
Bill's an aye.
Aye.
Ted's an aye too.
Yeah,
Roll call.
5-0.
roll call, yeah.
I accept.
Your nomination for the next committee? Perfect. Number 6, public participation. Anybody wishing to address the board or town, please step up. Mr. Norton, come on down. Try to limit it 3 minutes. We got a busy night tonight.
This is a minute and 26 seconds. You ready? Good evening, everyone. I was deeply honored to receive a letter from the Secretary of State notifying me that I had received a Maine Spirit of American Foundation award for my volunteer work on the East Falls project. I wanted to extend my heartfelt thanks to the town manager and the select board for your recommendation. It means a lot to me and motivates me to continue contributing to our community. The East Falls project has been a labor of love for the conservation of the Crooked River and the preservation of history. It's been incredible to see the positive impacts of this project, from enhancing the natural beauty of the area to providing a safe and enjoyable space for everyone. This achievement could not have been possible without the support of many dedicated individuals. I would like to thank the East Falls Working Group, my friends at the Naples Historical Society, my friends on the Parks and Land Use Committee, and Robert Fogg and his Q Team staff. Volunteering has been a deeply rewarding experience for me. It has allowed me to connect with so many good people and make a tangible difference in our community. I'm grateful for the opportunity to give back and be part of something greater. Once again, thank you, town manager and the select board and everyone who supported the project. I look forward to continuing to working together and making East Falls an even better place for all. Thank you.
Anybody else wishing to address the board or town manager? Questions? Okay, moving on. Adjustments? I don't think we need any adjustments. You guys have any adjustments? Number 8, approval of any license or permits, new business license. Entertain a motion to approve 8A, B, and C.
Motion made? Second.
Motion made in a second. Any discussion? Teddy? You left.
Teddy?
He's muted again.
Oh, man.
I'm all set. Thank you.
Okay. All right, motion and a second. All those in favor? Kevin?
Aye.
Aye. Billy?
Aye.
Steve?
Aye.
I'm an aye. Teddy?
Aye.
5 passes. 9, old business, none. New business, vote, 10A, vote to include costs of upgrading new signal light at 302 and 11 intersection from a post and cable design to a boom pole in the FY27 budget. Cost estimate is $220,000 and can be paid for out of TIF funds without raising funds through taxation or taking a bond. I'd entertain a
Make a
motion.
motion to approve the upgrade.
I got a motion
Second.
and a second. Discussion? Anybody? Guys all good?
So I will provide a little background on this.
Sure.
So when the DOT installs a new light at 302 and 11, their standard install is a wooden pole and cable design. A lot of effort went in to get the boom light design at the 35 and 302 intersection, with 302 and 11 intersection being the first light they'll see coming into Naples. It was thought that it'd be important to keep the same look and feel that we have at 35 and 302. So the way it works with DOT is any cost of the upgrade, it becomes a burden of the town. So they factor in what it would cost to put in the wooden poles and the cables, and anything above and beyond that with any additional modifications falls on the town to cover. What I need from the select board is a vote to commit to include the cost of that boom pole design in the 2027 budget next fall in the 2026-27 budget season, so that those funds can be secured. And again, it can be paid for out of TIF. It is in our TIF district. It is allowable in our TIF documents for public safety. So I think that'd be a good way to go.
I think I saw, Jason, that's cost estimate plus 10%, right?
Correct.
They discussed running conduit maybe, or running the wires for the crosswalks and the lights and stuff, but not installing those for the crosswalks. Since I don't remember how it was left, to what extent they were gonna go for that part of it.
So once they go through planning is gonna happen this summer. That's when we can make sure that that's included.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? No, got a question, Ken?
I have a question. When the Route 35, 11 intersection, no, Route 35, 302 intersection was approved, the state gave the town a conceptual drawing. Then we found out, Holly found out, that the design wasn't included in the cost of that construction. So it was an extra $100,000 to do the design. I don't remember how that all shook out, but just wanted to make sure that you had who was responsible for the design, if it was the state or if it was the town.
I think it was because
And
it was
is
our
that
light.
included in the budget?
I think it was extra money because it was our light. It
No,
wasn't
it
a
was,
state.
they missed the design. I can show you the article, and I found it. I don't know if I saved it, but I could find it again where John come back to the board saying that he hadn't included the money for design.
Correct,
I
but
just-
I think that the 2020 covers the design part of the poles, but this is all done on, because it's on, they're putting in the lights no matter what. So they're designing their own whole intersection. So the extra 2020 is just for us to make sure they're cantilever poles and not cables.
Right.
Instead of like this one where it was done, we did it 25 years ago for Madison Heights. That was on our end, I do believe.
Yeah, I'm just putting it out there, to check that out, so you don't get caught by
I appreciate
surprise.
that, and I will confirm with the project manager that the design is included in that 2020. I vaguely remember reading that it was, but I will confirm that.
Okay, thanks.
I got a motion and a second. Kevin?
Aye.
Billy?
Yep.
Steve?
Aye.
Ted?
Aye.
And I'm an aye, 5-0. 10B, vote to approve the town meeting warrant scheduled on Saturday, May 10th, 2025. Entertain a motion
So moved.
Motion.
and a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Kevin?
Aye.
Billy?
Aye.
Steve?
Aye.
Ted?
Aye.
And I'm an aye, 5-0. And C, vote to approve replacement of Tricky Pond boat wash station, which is constructed on town-owned land and waive permit fees as accessible to the public. Entertain a motion.
Yep, so I'll let you get the motion, then we'll go to
So
discussion.
moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Jason,
All right, so
context.
On the screen you'll see a brief overview of where they're proposing to put the boat wash station. It will replace the existing boat wash station, which is approximately 20 years old. It'll It'll be paid for and constructed by volunteers. It'll be at no cost to the town. It will be publicly accessible, and they plan to start construction in April. The reason this has to come before the board is because this structure is on town-owned land, so the select board needs to approve the construction of that new boat wash station.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Any guys, questions? Teddy? I'm guessing he's good. He's good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm an aye. Yes.
Kevin? Aye. Billy?
Aye.
Steve?
Hi.
And I'm an aye, 5-0. Town manager report.
All right, just a couple
Make it quick.
Couple things for this evening. Update on the transfer station, the RFID system. The town manager from Casco, Tony Ward, and I did a site walk with the representative from B-Tech. That's the company that will be installing the RFID system. Met with them a couple weeks ago. And during the site survey, we identified where the electrical needs to be run to and exactly how the cables will come into the building. We also outlined the database for managing all the resident information and how the different town offices will interface with that. The install will take place during the week of April 7th. We expect we'll be able to start issuing RFID tags on or about 17 April, and we'll keep the residents informed as the install goes, and the clerks, both in Casco and Naples, receive their training. For road postings, postings went up a couple weeks ago on March 10th. We continue to monitor the spring thaw and road conditions to determine how long the postings need to be left up. If we continue to get the daytime temps above the 40s, I imagine we'll be able to clear those postings before the end of April. But again, we'll notify residents via various outlets such as social media, the town website, and here at the select board meetings. For town admin, update on elections, nominations for elected positions coming up here on May 20th, closed on Friday. Budget committee, there were 2 seats for a 3-year term and 1 seat for a 2-year term. No candidates pulled papers, so that will be up to write-in votes. Bulky waste transfer station, there's 1 seat for 3 years. There were no candidates pulled papers. That will also be up to write-in vote. Planning board, 2 seats for 3 years each. We received nomination papers for 3 candidates. SAD 61 school board, there was 1 seat for 3 years. We have nomination papers for 2 candidates. And select board, there's 1 seat available for 3 years, and we received nomination papers for 1 candidate. And that concludes my update.
You guys got questions for the town manager? Other business, 12A, vote to approve consent agreement between the town and resident Dave Keith.
All right,
And
so.
Jason, that's back to you.
So, back in 2022, Mr. David Keith lost his home down there on 85 Bayou to a fire. In the subsequent months and years, he has demoed the burnt structure. There's been a lot of interaction between the planning board, town attorneys, his attorneys. It's been going on for a while, and we're at a point where we just need to be able to get to a point where Mr. Keith can satisfy the fines and fees due to the town for some tree removal that happened, and he has demonstrating that the septic system is adequate for the new structure. I think we're at a point now where we want to be able to move forward with the construction of his property. So in order to move forward, when the trees were cut down, there's fees associated with that or fines every day that accumulate. I think we're upwards of like $48,000. That's excessive, it's cost prohibitive. There was a lot of the time delays were a matter of going back and forth between attorneys, working with DEP, the water district, just to make sure that, this is a shoreline zone property, so we want to make sure that we're doing it right. In an effort to lessen the financial burden on Mr. Keith, but at the same time still recoup some of the funds that were spent during this process, our attorney as well as Mr. Keith's attorney developed an agreement and agreed to a settlement amount of $6,000 along with some stipulations regarding inspection of the septic system, the plan approval through the code office, and then some subsequent inspections over the next 5 years to ensure that the replanting that was required for tree growth happens and that at least 80% of those trees remain viable after 5 years. I think the terms of the agreement satisfy both sides, and at the end of the day, the main goal is to allow Mr. Keith to be able to move forward with building his property. So with the select board's concurrence, I'll be able to sign this agreement on behalf of the town. Mr. Keith will sign the agreement, it'll be logged into record, and then we can continue to allow Mr. Keith to move forward.
So you're telling us the town is satisfied at this point?
I think we're satisfied with all the back and forth. I think we're at as good a point as we can get for both parties involved.
That's good to me.
So moved.
Entertain a motion, second.
Get a motion? Second?
Motion, a second. Discussion? Teddy? Can't see him.
Are we voting right now, or you want to hear from me?
Discussion, I want to hear from you.
I'm just wondering, I see that Amy is on via Zoom. I'm just wondering if she has something to add.
Oh, hi, Amy.
Hello.
Good evening.
Well, thank you for asking. I think Jason did summarize the agreement pretty well on the negotiations, and unless the board has any questions, I think there are sort of two general issues that this consent agreement resolves. It resolves some cutting of trees, as you know, in the shoreland zone. There's going to be a replanting plan, and then it also prescribes a process for the timing of the rebuild project to take place based upon submission materials that the code officer has made clear that is needed and that the landowner has agreed to provide, all with a near-term deadline of later this spring for permits to issue if all is in order. So I think the landowner's attorney may be also online, but from the town's perspective, we have worked this out and subject to public comment and the board's review. The only process point I would ask is that the board vote to duly authorize Jason to sign this agreement on your behalf if you decide to vote in favor of it, so that you don't all have to sign it, and that it be notarized so that it can be recorded in the registry. I'm happy to entertain any questions, but that's all I have.
Great, thank you. Can I go on, Colin?
Sure.
This is a crazy question, and it's probably a no-brainer answer, but I have to ask because you know somebody out in the public is going to ask. If he replants trees and they do not grow, is there a time frame that he has to replant something else that will grow?
Yes.
Amy's muted.
Sorry about that. Yes, the agreement actually details a very strict monitoring plan with a 5-year timeline, which is required under Maine shoreline zoning guidelines, and with periodic inspections and a final inspection. So if there is mortality, the design of the agreement, which is in keeping with minimum shoreline zoning guidelines, is to address the mortality within the 5-year period, so that at the end of the 5-year period, you're pretty certain that the trees are gonna take and continue to exist there.
Okay, great. And I see that our Kathy was in the audience. I assume she still is. And we're going to keep a log of this in the code office, and somebody's going to keep doing periodic inspections?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm good.
Kevin, do you want to amend your motion to include what Amy said about Jason having the authority to sign off on that versus us 5 having to do it?
I'd like to amend it to say that.
Got a motion? Second. Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Teddy? Somebody else? Yep.
I just wanted to note, I'm Kate Hambley, Mr. Keith's attorney. I don't know that anything needs to be added at this point, but I just wanted to offer to answer any questions, and I know part of the purpose is to give the public a chance to speak too, so I'm here if you need me.
Okay, thanks. Anybody else? Kevin?
Aye.
Kevin's an aye. Billy? Aye. Steve?
Aye.
Ted?
Aye.
I'm an aye. 5-0.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? Kevin?
Aye.
Billy? Aye. Steve?
Aye.
Aye, thank you.
5-0. Hey, thanks for coming out, everybody. Drive safe, Snow. Just look up there.
Thank you all.
Yep, bye, guys.
The reason we're pushing, we're doing, we've got interviews going on the other town.
Story on it.
Okay. Because 88 was the address, and I'm like. 88 by you?
85.
Other guy's probably here, right?
We signed everything, right?